Hello everyone, this is Zoltar and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. So today we're going to try and kill one swine god. That's the only real objective we've got. We really want this blasphemous vial. That's why we've decided to go after the swine god this time. There are other options, of course. We could do some leveling up of our little man-at-arms arbalist group, which has been quite successful so far, discounting the one time we let the cannon fire that ended in the resulted in the death of our Vestal. Let's just leave it at that. But other than that, it's been quite successful, so we kind of want to get them leveled up to take on some bosses, but this blasphemous vial appeared. And it's such an amazing Plague Doctor trinket, and I really, really wanted it because extra blight skill chance, extra stun skill chance, and extra accuracy, it's everything you could possibly want in an item. So that's what we're going to go after, is this blasphemous vial. We are taking kind of what looks like one of our older groups, but it's not actually. He-Man Stone has replaced Revere due to the fact that Revere has, 7 problems and some only okay buffs to himself, like Amateur Armorsmith and Unerring, doing basically nothing, things like that. Whereas He-Man Stone's in a bit better position. He only has God-Fearing as a negative. And then some okay positive quirks as well. So we're trying him out, and then we're going to be taking Vine Dragon, Rustle, and Froissart. So let's hop into it. Plenty of food. Once again, we're not going to skimp on anything. We have more money than we could possibly need for the rest of this game, as long as we're even remotely careful with it. Get out of here. So we'll bring literally, well, let's not take that much food. We're going into the Warrens. We probably don't need that much food. Let's bring plenty of shovels, plenty of anti-venom, and bandages, because why not? Take the 4 herbs, let's say. 4 herbs into the Warrens. Couple keys, maybe a holy water. And then plenty of torches. Here we go.
The great thing I had managed to bring through was brutish and stupid. Moreover, it required prodigious amounts of meat to sustain itself. But this was only a trifling concern. After all, I had a village full of it.
Man, that dude is creepy. Alright. Well, I guess we're just going to go straight down the center and see if we can get some scouting done to find where he is. So we're just going to keep the torches lit and keep moving forward. Ignoring the stack of books, which will probably do bad things to us. Like stress us out or give us a negative quirk, things of that nature. Alright, I'll take it. I'm perfectly happy not really fighting much of anything. Oh, we got a giant scout. Okay, well, we know he's in one of those 2 spots. So I guess what we do now is we start checking around for barrels of buff our damage, since we got a nice massive scout at that point, which is why we went where we went. We'll go ahead and grab this.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright, a Thunderer and a Ghoul. Not really what we want to be fighting, but you just kind of deal with what comes as it does. I suppose, yeah, we were hoping to avoid the Drums of Doom. Lots of stress, look at all that. It's gross. Let's go ahead and go for a stun instead of going for the kill, since he's already taken his turn. Not going to get the stun, unfortunately. Alright, well, finish him.
Give them no quarter.
And of course, we have to deal with a Howl. Now, that's a lot of stress right off the bat. Look at how much that Howl does. It's crazy. Not going to go for the stun. We will just start tearing through him. After all, it's an unholy monster, and so Smite's going to be particularly effective against the Ghoul. Yep. Look at all that stress. We have gained a good 120-ish stress in just one fight, with really no options to deal with it, unfortunately. Could go for the flashbang, probably not the right call. Likely better to just keep trying to kill him. Unfortunately, we did get a bit unlucky with how our turns have panned out. No, another dodge. This is not good. We do not want him howling again. See, our highest speed person went last. It's quite unfortunate. Not the way you want to be. Go ahead and mark him to make sure we can finish him off next turn. Yeah, of course he went first this turn. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he go first this turn? That's just the way of it, isn't it? Goodbye. Not a lot of stress relief going on there. Oh well. That's what happens in these high-level dungeons. Sometimes the game just decides, hey, you're going to have a bunch of stress or damage or whatever. Deal with it. Okay, we found 1 barrel of damage. That's good. We'll come back here before we actually need to fight the boss. Got a trap here, which can provide some stress relief, which is good. Nice that traps do that now. There's actually a reason to kind of hunt them down and disarm them. Probably got a fight in here. Yep. And a decent-sized one as well. Of course, you get to go first. Painful, but not the end of the world. That's a lot closer to the end of the world, but the stress isn't near so bad as the howling from the ghoul. Okay, yep. Already at 52 out of 200. Wow. That's just awful. Well, 3 of them have already taken their turns. We could just kind of area of effect things down right now, but I think it's better to probably just try and kill off the meat hooker to make sure he can't get a lot done. Although, the thunder is kind of terrifying too, with the amount of stress it'll give us. Maybe we try and get rid of it. Alright. Well, he's stunned out for a turn regardless. So we really shouldn't be focusing him down. Stunned there. Alright. Just smack that guy around. Not much else to do, unfortunately. These level 5 dungeons are really no joke most of the time. Yep, 10 more stress. Not a big hook there. Obviously, the Crusader really doesn't care much. See if we can get rid of the Heaver. Could we stop missing, please? That would be fantastic. I'm kind of relying on you guys to actually deal some damage at some point, so we're not just getting wrecked. Man, if that Thunderer gets an extra turn, which it looks like he's going to, because once again, our speed has completely failed us, I'm going to be kind of upset. 7 damage. We rolled 7. We took a small risk. We took a small risk, and look at the price we're going to pay for it. Look at all that stress. That was gross. Interesting how he keeps backing up. I don't think I've ever let one of those live this long. This group is not particularly good at clearing out groups, as it turns out. And if they would stop missing, I would love it. It would be fantastic. Decent accuracy here. Just can't kill the Thunderer with it, though. Well, just get rid of him, please. Just make him stop.
A faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, not so good at getting rid of the groups. They should be good against the boss, which is why we've selected them. But they're really not good at the whole group thing. Thank you. There we go. There's a crit. Not a high crit chance here. It doesn't help that I haven't really equipped them for heavy damage. I've equipped them for staying alive a bit more. Because I thought that would be the right option, but I'm going to have to be careful actually popping into all these fights that aren't the actual boss fight. Well, there's a bit better. Of course, you get to ball and chain, probably going to stun us. Yep, that sucks. Not much to do about it. But go for a stun ourselves and see if we can get out some healing. Be nice if our stuns worked. Just a thought. Small details. No big deal. At least we are healing to some degree. And we resist the stun if we can get to another turn. That'd be pretty fantastic. Stop dodging. Seriously. Gets old. Should have tossed out some healing from the occultist. Oh well. We're going for stuns and things of that nature. We got a crit, which is nice. A little bit of stress relief. Not a huge thing, but still useful. There we go.
Death waits.
Nothing. I keep thinking we're going to actually succeed at stunning him. I don't know why I'm thinking that. That we could possibly stun him. Of course we rolled a 0. Why didn't we roll a 0 heal? Finally. Finally. Toss out the piece of paper, because why not? I really don't want to finish you off. Not yet. We stunned you for a reason. Of course, the next stun worked. Get an actual heal going. There we go. 10 health is a lot better than 0. I'll take it. And now let's go ahead and finish it.
These nightmarish
Well,
creatures
I suppose we can take the sapphires. Check the chest. Of course, it's trapped. Why wouldn't it be trapped? Thankfully, we resisted. Alright, no more fights for a while. No more fights for a while, which is good. Thank you. Toss the jade. Let's take the money. We could also just eat some of our food, perhaps. We've got 4 sitting around. But I'm not too injured, so I won't worry about it just yet. I just ran right into the trap. I wasn't even watching. Thankfully, we dodged it, but I still would have liked the stress relief. And unfortunately our Vestal's sitting back there already at 65 stress. That's just awful. Keep the light high so we don't get stressed out so much. Alright, we've got a pile of papers to burn. Well, a lot of these aren't really that big a deal, so I guess we'll just use Russell. There we go. Got rid of one of his negative quirks. Not a bad thing. Deal with the trap. Thank you. I do kind of wish we could actually spread that stress relief, but it would not be worthwhile to even try. Anybody else would almost certainly trigger the trap, because that seems to be how high-level traps function. Alright. With any luck, we'll get a scout telling us which of these two rooms the boss is in. But if we don't find the boss, we can always just retreat if we absolutely need to. I'm going to check this room. It might have something valuable in it. And, well, yeah, we might be able to actually use that. I'm trying to remember exactly what this thing does. It may be another negative quirk removal, if I remember correctly, but we'll just have to find out. Okay, you already took your turn, unfortunately. I suppose we could go for a stun, but that's almost certain to fail. We could just grab this guy and pull him forward. Make sure we can get him dead. Nope, not going to pull him forward, apparently. Well, that was painful. I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and go for healing for the time being. We'll mark him after we've dealt with those back two. Of course you're going to dodge. Everything's going to dodge in here. Dodge 23 basically equals dodge 70, apparently. Well, let's just start cutting. Not much else to do, really. Alright. We can go ahead and... I think some artillery is actually in order here. Try and knock these two out. Didn't need a massive heal at that point, so that's alright. Okay. Taking down the Flesh Eater, or trying to. I really hate missing. It's one of those things where just accuracy is never any fun in any of these games. Because missing just sucks so much, and it doesn't ever feel like there's much you can do about it. Yeah, I guess we could try and stack on accuracy trinkets, but then we just die. No, that's not good. It's not the end of the world, but it's not good. Alright, finish off the Flesh Eater, please. No, we're going to roll low damage. Consistently going to roll low damage. Just all the time right now while we try and finish off these. Look at how gross this is, how difficult it is for us. Not what I was looking for, this fight, if I'm honest. Nope. At least we got a giant heal off of that, and it gave some stress relief. So I'll take it. Thank you. Actually kill some things. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. 10 more damage. Let's pop that anti-venom. We've almost taken him down. I suppose we'll go for a heal in this case. Got a nice crit attached to that, so that's good. Of course, he still gets to take his turn and Tentacle Devour right afterward, because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he get to do that? Yeah, just not a lot of damage coming out unless we actually get a serious mark down, which we've been avoiding for the most part, because we've always had other seemingly more important things to do.
The greater the glory.
Alright. Let's eat some food. We've got just one food sitting around me as well. Grab the Onyx. Now, I think this is a negative quirk removal if we use a Holy Water. Something to consider. Don't really want to take any more fights than I absolutely have to. Was this the barrel? I don't think we even went this way. I don't think we checked on what this was. This was probably the barrel. So we didn't get the scout that we wanted. Let's just head this way. And then we'll head up, clear through the rubble, and over to this gold chest here. I should have just used the quirk removal, I suppose, but I wasn't too concerned about it, really. I just didn't really care.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
Okay. What do we got in the chest here? Anything of interest whatsoever? We should really be using more torches. Okay, we actually got another barrel. That's really useful. Let's go ahead and take out another trap. And into the room where we're going to blow a couple torches. Okay, just some spiders. Probably less of a concern, probably, than what we've generally been dealing with. Unless they just dodge literally everything, because that's what they do. If we're honest. I mean, it's just the way it is. Okay. Not the end of the world. That's a problem, though. The crits kind of hurt. Okay, good. One kill. Marked, not a big deal as long as the stun doesn't come through. Another crit? Are we being serious right now? Like, why? Why? Just why? I know that you like to be a jerk, because that's what game you are. But sometimes you can tone it down, and it's okay. You don't have to do this all the time. And it feels like this run, we're getting it all the time. See? Oh, and then he immediately gets a turn. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Extra Blight. That's fantastic. Look, all of this in one turn. From 51 to 13 hit points. How fun is that? At least we can judge something. Gross. Just gross. Let's go for the spitter. It generally does more damage. If you stun her, I'm going to be so mad. Good. Oh, good. Good focus firing over there. I'm loving that. That's absolutely fantastic. You just kill my... You just...
Obliterated.
That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating.
And insidious killer.
We would roll a crit on the one we didn't want to crit. Of course we would. Why wouldn't we? That just makes sense. That's actually really annoying. Because I can't heal out of combat. It's one of those actual stupid mechanics to this game that I really hate about it. This idea of, well, you kind of have to stay in fights in order to heal. Period. Why? I don't know. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's actually an extremely poor design choice, in my opinion, for how the game works, but whatever. Guess it's not my game at the end of the day. Alright. I'm going to go for this scout, and then we'll turn around and see what we can see. With any luck, we will succeed in the scouting. Kind of wish bosses counted as longs instead of mediums. Just a little extra firewood. Okay, we got the scout that we wanted. The boss does not have a fight in front of it. Let's see if this is anything we need to see. Nope. Pile of bones. Don't care. And what's this? Alright. Nothing too important. So we'll probably just go ahead and make camp here, go back through, find everything we need. Feast, please. This is gross. This 35 hit points. Kind of upset about it. Alright. So... Dark Strength we kind of need to use. I suppose we could abandon Hope. Just to get a little bit of stress reduction going. It's not great, but it's something. This is kind of the downside to this group as well. Not great camping skills available. Alright. Let's go ahead and abandon Hope. It's some small stress relief. Then we'll Dark Strength our Bounty Hunter, who needs to be pumping out damage. Zealous Vigil might not be a bad idea. A little bit extra accuracy, some decent stress reduction. That leaves us with 6. We certainly want to bless our Bounty Hunter. And if we're going to do that, we can. This is how we do it. We can. We could stand tall at some point. I forgot to check and make sure I had all the skills I really wanted equipped, but I think I got the ones that were super important anyways. Yeah, we were just missing like Dark Ritual here. Pray here. Yeah, nothing huge. So it's either plan takedown which is going to be good for the boss. Or this is how we do it onto He-Man over here with a chant. I think planned takedown is probably the right call. Does he count as size 2 or size 3? I actually don't know. I don't actually know if planned takedown would work. I don't remember. It's been so long since I fought the swine thing. Well, maybe what we can do then is just this is how we do it. And then toss out an encourage. Just to try and make sure things don't go horribly. No ambush, which is okay.
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Alright, let's go rediscover those barrels. I think one of them was around here. It might have been right there, though. Might have been just on our way back. Which would be kind of nice. It makes it easy to find, at least. Yep. There we go. Give me that damage buff. Thank you. Yeah, he's at plus 50% damage. That's pretty crazy. He will be hurting the boss when we finally get to doing that. Did I check this? I still don't remember if I actually checked this or not. I suppose we can just check it again. Not a big deal. At worst, it wastes a little bit of torch. Not the end of the world. Okay, it was a barrel. Maybe this was the barrel that I remembered. Okay. Then why don't we use our Crusader for that? Good. Which means I don't remember what this was. So let's check. Okay, that was the scrollings that I don't care about at all. But still, 2 barrels isn't going to hurt when we're going after the boss. Some good damage buffs attached to those. So let's just go and kill him. I don't really want to go through this hallway because I didn't scout it ever. We could check it. We could check this hallway for a barrel. Small things like that I suppose we could do. Especially because along this path we know we're not going to get into a fight and we should be able to deal with the trap just fine. I don't even remember what was in this room at this point. I've been through this room like 4 times. It was a chest. I don't even care. It might be trapped. That's why I don't care. Okay, speaking of traps. There we go. Not going to pop any torches. We'll just kind of hope for the scout. We did get it. Nothing. Alright, let's just go kill a boss. At this point. We got hit by hunger, which kind of sucks. We were hoping that wouldn't happen so we could just blow all of our food on our Vestal on the way in. But you can't always get what you want. As it turns out. We do have enough torches to pop up to 100% light still, so that's fine. Don't have to worry too much about all of our creeping and crawling around. And here we go. A trap did spawn here, but at least it was no opponent. Just clear this trap out. And we'll see how this goes. Somehow I don't see it going well at this point, actually. But I guess we're just going to have to find out.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
And let's make sure we're doing the eating thing. Full! Full after 1? What is that garbage? Full after 1. Whatever. Now I'm just mad. Alright, gotta make sure we don't kill Wilbur. Yeah, that's really unimportant in every way. That's less unimportant. We'll have to watch out for that. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Vine Dragon went first. So we will just get a nice crit anyways. If he had been marked, imagine that. But still, not the end of the world. Another good crit. I mean, I'll take the crits right now. I'm not even gonna say anything else. It's just, I don't mind critting a whole lot after how this run was going so far. Let's just leave it at that. Although this is getting a bit ridiculous. Just a bit ridiculous, but still. That wasn't the one that Wilbur marked, but okay. We got crit in return, so there is that. No stun. Actually, the stun wouldn't even be the end of the world. He's like our least important creature. Or least important character right now.
Devastating blow.
Okay. 86%. Go ahead and toss out a heal. This is still a small heal, so that's nice. And at least we did stop just chain critting literally the entire time. Yep, that hurt, but didn't kill us, so not the end of the world again. Ooh. Trying for a double stun. He actually got our Crusader. That's impressive. Ooh, Bounty Hunter's about to get hit. We gotta heal him up if we can at all. But we can also just kill the boss. Details. We will go for some healing just to be 100% safe, because I don't remember exactly what Wilbur's up to. Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, if he's just going to toss out stuns the whole time still, that's just fine. Not going to worry about him. So you can see, we did get kind of fortunate. Oh, stop stunning literally everyone, you jerk. With our crits. But the basic concept behind the group was going to be solid for the boss regardless.
But a victory nonetheless.
Okay. Let's get out of here. And we got our blasphemous vial. So at the end of all of that, no matter how stressful the early parts were for our group and ourselves, we still got through it. No experience gained because, well, because level 6. And of course we have to deal with Soft now.
Poor caretaker. I fear his long-standing duties here have affected him.
But still, we finished it up. We got the Swine God dead. We got our blasphemous vial. If we pop over here, we see that we can now take on the formless flesh, if we so desire. No interesting reward there. Legendary Bracer, not bad, but we have plenty of those. We have plenty of all of these, realistically. So next time, I'll probably just be working my way through leveling these guys up, seeing if I can get them to the point where they can start taking down the Prophet and the Flesh and the Cannon the way they have been. But we do still have this Hag Witch to bring it down. Oh, but this group could be amazing for that. Because for some reason, the Man-at-Arms is extremely overpowered and can use Retribution on the third line. Why? I don't know. Reasons? Logic? Sense? None of those reasons, realistically. But this group could be disgusting for that. I mean, we can't collect bounty on the back target, but we can still use that mark for death on it and then just have our Arbalist plug away at the boss in the back. That's kind of tempting. We'll have to see how that goes. Because our original group that was taking down the Hag Witch eventually did lose a member. And it didn't really go so well. So yeah, we'll probably try and get to that as our next main boss fight. Get this group up to 6 and see if we can bring that Hag Witch down. But for now, it's time to wrap it up. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.